All right, welcome back to the Bradenton Area Convention Center. It is the ACO World Championship 16. We have another championship match. We are defining and redefining the best players in the world here in the Bradenton area, Florida, powered by our friends at Bud Light. We just saw a great seniors match. And now, oddly enough, Kat Halbert is my partner. I'm Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. Even though we just finished a very compelling seniors match, I am the one with a catheter because we didn't have time to get up and go take care of ourselves. So we're going to go ahead and finish this match out, and then we're going to have some award ceremonies, then we'll be back for World Doubles and World Singles, which is the moment everyone has been waiting for.
Yep. Looks like the girls are going to throw down and then start at the other end. We have got the vet versus new school. Juice has only been playing for a year, and when I say Juice, I will refer to her as that because that is what she goes by. Her name is Julia Maki, and she has been new on the scene this year. I hadn't really seen her much at the top, but she showed out this week for sure. And if you are familiar with the ACO and been around for a while, you know the vet TERESA FORSEE. She is a former queen, and she stays a queen, so she's going to try and keep that title, or earn it again, shall I say.
Absolutely, yeah.
Here in front of us in this 2 out of 3 match, Theresa is the higher seed here, so she threw that first bag, and already this is a different kind of game than what we just watched.
Now, I'm going to tell you, based on what I'm looking at on the web feed, we've been live for a lot longer than we thought we were, so...
Oh, you mean watching me flip my hair and things of that sort? Because Johnny Box over here in the truck, we're going to call it, doesn't feel like it's necessary to tell me when he puts me on live. I'm so glad everyone at home loves me.
Oh, that's good stuff. All right, well, we are staring at a 1-0. Julia, how about Juice putting the first penny on the board? Nicely done.
She is taking that first bag quickly. She wants to keep that first bag. We had the conversation during the seniors match that I told you this game could go very differently because I don't know how it's going to be played. You know, is it going to be Theresa will sit here and play up the middle with you all day long if that's what you want to do.
Sure.
It's not a game I want to play with Theresa Forcee. Nope. So is Juice going to try and play that game, or is she going to try and block her up a little bit? Ooh. Just barely missed it.
To knock something in there, but allows Juice, to take a couple more. But as we just saw in that seniors game, the deliberate play, and this is going to be, I mean, we're talking seasoned veteran versus new school, and we always talk about the pace of play when we're talking about that. Who's going to be the first one to take the other one out of their rhythm? That's a great first bag there from Juice right there, as a matter of fact. Now, where is Jen? I don't see Jen.
Jen is right up in the stands with Julia's boyfriend, Jackson Garrison.
Okay.
And they are close to the bottom, very intently watching each bag back and forth. Julia goes in here. Oh, she doesn't, but if Theresa goes in, leaves the door open for a wash.
Theresa does what she does, and Theresa and Bruce earlier in the senior doubles actually lost out to Scott Burridge and Johnny Thomas, but Theresa was throwing lights out. She threw a couple airmails and about brought the roof down.
Oh, yeah. She is, I talked to her earlier today. You know, she said, I got body taped up good. She said, you better take care of your body now, Catherine, because this sport ain't nice to it. Everyone thinks cornhole is so easy on the body. Let me tell you, Theresa will tell you differently.
Well, I've been preparing for years for my body to join sumo wrestling. So you guys enjoy cornhole. I'll be over in Japan, maybe Tokyo, working sumo wrestling. That's a nice bunch of bags right there, and the two of them tater on the way down. Great sportswomanship, if you will. We still have World Doubles, World Singles on the way, but we have some awards to give out before that all happens. So we're going to check your comments. Make sure that you are sharing this broadcast on Facebook. Also, check it out at AmericanCornhole.com if you've got friends that are interested in cornhole. Great way to spend a Saturday night. Pitch some bags, drink some beers, throw this up on in the background. And we're thrilled to be bringing it to you from the Bradenton Area Convention Center. That's
Theresa.
Outstanding from Theresa right there. And followed by Juice. Nicely done there. A couple of bags on the right-hand side she's got to figure out, but she's just going to take what she can get.
Ooh, I think Theresa's going up.
Yeah, is going to up and over. Oh, she did. She laid off a little bit.
She wanted to go up. She looked a little irritated there. I think she was just a little short with it. But she's going to get 4 points out of that.
But we discussed earlier, in Theresa wearing the earbuds, you do not see a lot of senior players wearing the earbuds. So is she just noise canceling, or is she listening to Slipknot?
I don't. She is listening to music. She said it's not about the noise around her as much as it is just trying to get out of her own head. And just making sure that she stays in the game and not, start letting the hamsters run around up there.
Sure. Well, I have to be honest with you. Today in the Lifer tournament, when I was playing Scott Mitchell, all 8 of my personalities had something to say about what I was doing, and I just couldn't get any decent direction.
Well,
none.
You also have your head going in 8 different directions around here this week, too. So, you got to cut yourself a little slack.
Yeah. Every one of those personalities had a little something to say today. All right, 6-3. TERESA FORSEE takes and doubles up her lead there. She is very similar in that, not feet together, but planted stance and that arm swing, very similar to Tammy Williams that you see. And Tammy helped me redefine, honestly, my toss, at least my feet, because I'm not wiggling all over and I don't bend over and get into these contorted positions where the next day I can't even get out of bed. So I finally decided to keep my feet in one place and just let my arm do the work. Oh, there, how about that? All right, there we go. Now I hear a little bit of the Jen part of Jen and Juice.
It's a good bag. Julia went for the airmail there, but she wasn't able to get it, but she did when she knocked her bag in. She took Theresa's off the back, so she still got 3 points out of it. Could have been 4, but 3's still not a bad number to add to your score at any point in time.
And correct me if I'm wrong, all right, and many do. No one would be happier to see Julia, Juice, win this tournament, win this match, than TERESA FORSEE. If it happens. Would she, Theresa certainly wants to win, but if she were to lose, right up there behind Jen, don't you think Theresa would be right there with her?
I do, just because that's the person that Theresa is.
Correct. It's
the person Theresa is. Julia's new. She's young. Teresa's always been a huge supporter. I can't tell you how many times I've played Theresa in women's, or, Tanner and I have played her and Bruce in co-ed. And, after every game, Bruce and Theresa will be like, Catherine, you threw amazing. You know what I mean? Yeah. You always get the encouragement. She's always been a huge, there's a lot of the girls that have been in this game for a while, we constantly tell the young ones, constantly encourage the other women that are in this sport.
Absolutely.
Because we are in a male-dominated sport, and as long as we stick together,
for the time being. I'll tell you this, we talked about this just the other day. 10, 12 years ago, this was 95% male, 5% female in the ACO. We're at 70-30 male to female, and 2017 is the ACO Year of the Woman, and it's going to be an opportunity for you to really focus on players like you who are also involved in the organization, players like these two who represent seasoned veterans who stepped in and showed everyone how it's done, and allowed players like Julia to make their way in. The Year of the Woman in the ACO season 17. Looking forward to it. So much good mojo and good vibe there. It's so great. When the Year of the Idiot comes around, I will be recruiting my own teams.
Ooh. She tried for a block. It didn't sit exactly where she could. Theresa should be able to.
Oh, it was a bit of a miscue.
It was a miss, but at the same time, she had opened herself up, but Julia put the perfect block up.
That's a nice blocker.
Teresa's
going
to try and go up.
Oh, and she does, and pulls the bag.
Pulls it for 2.
So excited she forgot to throw her points up on the board.
I don't know if it was much that is as she actually even realized that it was.
She had done.
Teresa is a little short, so she might not be able to see that part.
She didn't see over the pile. Oh, I'm going to tell her you said that, and then I can prove it.
She'd laugh.
She'd laugh, absolutely. Margaret Barrett's watching. I know Margaret. I saw Margaret running around here earlier today.
In that LIFA tournament this morning.
Jeremy, Larry, Greg, Hunter, Carl, welcome aboard.
Oh, that's Fuzzy. That's from back in the good old VA.
Oh, Greg Fox. Oh, Fuzzy. Nice bag there from Theresa to push and pull a little bit.
You know, it's funny. I haven't seen a lot of these bags being thrown.
Up and over. There it was. How about that? Take a look at that one again if we can, Johnny. That was a great bag. That pile set up. Teresa set that up to pile it up and threw it up and over. That was a nice bag.
And there was no hesitation.
None whatsoever. And that's the crazy thing with the younger players. There isn't any. You just know. And anybody that's got an airmail just knows, their arm just knows to throw it.
You hesitate. That's when you miss.
Yep.
You know,
I threw one today when I was playing, and he goes, Mitchell says, I threw it, and he goes, did that go in? And Schaefer was behind over our shoulder. He goes, yep, it went in. I go, I know I can throw an airmail. I just don't know when. And that's sort of the key to an airmail.
Ooh, Theresa tried to clean up, but that's not
what she was looking for. It's nice.
Looked like it was still going to drip in a little bit for her.
Minimize the damage there just a little bit, but
looks like these boards might be slowing down just a little bit from where they were earlier, because Julia's bags are usually rather slick. She's throwing Mother Shucker 313s, and Theresa is throwing Ultra Vipers, and both of those bags tend to be rather slick, and they're not moving but so fast.
But I would tell you this, they're both throwing much higher.
Oh, yeah.
A higher arc than we've seen through the day. So when it does hit, it's going to have
that's the goal if they're throwing.
Wow, that was low and came in hot.
She's going to try and grab this bag.
Oh. And she came in hard on the right side and missed completely, so...
Listen to Jen from the other side saying, don't lay down.
Yep.
17-6 in favor of Teresa Forseee, the good old vet, queen of cornhole. You know, Jen's really trying to push Juice from the other side, going, come on, don't lay down, keep fighting, stay in it, don't give up. And you never want them to give up, ever.
No, but again, she's been competitively playing how long? A year and a half, 2 years?
I don't even think it's been that long. It's been like a year.
No, I think I first met her at the Cincinnati Regional, and they were playing together. We did a little taco episode with the two of them, and I did not realize at that time how new she was to the game. Carl's on board.
Beautiful shot from
Adam,
Theresa.
nice to see you, Adam Brower. Oh, nicely done.
She got a drip.
Yeah, there you go. And she gets the tater from Theresa on the way back down to collect. Bruce, Charles, Tom, Skylar, McMitchin.
Looks like some Cincinnati boys have come into the room, and Theresa hit that airmail. You can see them from the stands hollering for. Give them a little love to the good old vet.
Oh,
it was a good bag.
Gets pushed, kind of.
Theresa trying to stay in front of it there. Juice.
Oh, a little strong. Try to go and pull it with her.
I think that might have been a little bit too aggressive. I probably would have tried to bump.
Yeah.
See if she does it again. She does.
Oh, she did.
I think at this point in the game, I don't know that I would be playing that aggressive, because you just put yourself in a way that this game is over.
Honestly,
game one goes away.
She got to go away. Got nothing to lose. Let's try to fire for everything we can get. That's all right. So the first game, Teresa Forseee takes game one, 21-6. But best of three for a reason. So now we'll see just what measure she took at Theresa and see what Juice is able to squeeze out of game number two. Inauspicious start, to be honest with you, up to the top left, but
I think Juice is going to need to calm her nerves. I think she needs to take a deep breath, slow down a little bit. She is firing like it's nobody's business, and she does play a faster paced game, but not this fast. And I think she's almost like, get me off of here, I just want to throw.
You know as well as anybody the difference between being on this center court and every other court out here, all 50 other courts. You know the difference, what it's like to be under these lights on this court. It does make a difference.
I do. I mean, you've got people in the bleachers up there watching you, and it's different. And, you're not at a court back in the corner that no one's watching and you're just playing. And, you know, Juice did play on this stage on Wednesday.
Yep.
So it's nothing new, but the stands weren't nearly as full. It's World Championship Day. You win this, you win women's singles. That's a huge deal for all of the women in this sport.
Against the former queen of cornhole, as you mentioned a number of times.
There's serious nerves that go into this, and Juice just needs to take a deep breath, realize that she got here for a reason.
Right.
She did what she needed to do to get here, so she just needs to calm down and realize that.
Don't be afraid of it, right. This is an
Teresa gave her an
right
opportunity.
There. Give her a little bit of a backboard. She took advantage of it. Nicely done.
Jen is getting fired up in them stands, trying really hard to make sure that Juice stays in this game and really does play to the potential that she knows that she can play at. You know, no one knows better than her partner, Miss Jen version of this Jen and Juice, on how good Ju can be.
Juice picks up the deuce to make it 7-2. I was afraid I wasn't going to get to say that until she scored an extra point, then I would have lost it. Oh, goodness. If you got comments, bring them on. We'll do our best to answer any questions you've got about what you've seen or maybe what you missed. But all of what you missed will ultimately be available for you on the YouTube channel, ACO YouTube channel. So check that out. And that's a nice bag right there, dead center. She
was a great bag, but that is not her objective. She really was trying to, she had stepped out the bag before that to pull that bag closer to the hole, which she did. It was a great shot. She just wasn't able to collect it on that last bag.
Almost too strong. Yeah,
it was.
Strong up the center. So 7-2 remains the score. Teresa ForSee, the 16 seed. Julia Maki, Juice, the 38 seed here on the...
Right.
I know, it's kind of crazy on the women's finals for the championship, ACO World 16. Thanks again to our friends at Gold Coast Eagle and Bud Light. Well done. They powering everything going on behind us and in front of us on the other end of the camera. Thanks to Pitfall, our friends who are giving you a little something extra to do with your cornhole boards. You can buy the Pitfall product, those dice, at AmericanCornhole.com. That was a nice bag right there. So a little bit of headway there made by
Teresa.
She's going to pick up a couple. Thanks to Kingslayer and Lucky's, Majestics announcing that they've grabbed a new pro here this week. John Stansberry going to be a Majestics pro, so that's cool to grab that sponsorship. That's nice. Friend from the area, Jennifer Wilcox, who is a local realtor, realized everybody down here is digging being in the Bradenton area and said, hey, you want a little property? I can hook you up. The property that's being sought out right now is the hole, and neither one of them has found it. In fact, they've found as Jay Boogie calls the backyard in the last couple tosses.
They did. They both went for air mails, but Juice has put herself in a really good place. I think Teresa's going to try and... hold on, wait a minute. You still have a bag left. Yep. I think she might try and just block here, keep Juice from pushing. She does, but Juice can do a short airmail, grab both.
Oh!
She goes for the long one, and it's going to give her two.
I'll tell you what, her gait back and forth down the court has become a lot more deliberate. Her face she's got a little more serious face on her right now.
She does.
That was nicely done, but Teresa takes a look over at the scoreboard. See, she's still up 9-4. Unexpected bag there, maybe out of play on the top left. For sure out of play, but unexpected. Get back to that center. Juice
dripping in on that front side.
In and getting a nice flow. She's going to go for the 4-bagger. She does. Nicely done. Nicely done. Teresa says, all right, I'll give you a couple there, but that's not bad. You got to make them up a couple at a time. So nicely done. They exchanged the tater there. Don Bailey, buddy, it's good to have you on board. David Freeze. Good to have you. Carl, Sissy, Clay, Pepe, Marissa. Nice first bag there by Juice, and Teresa gives her a little bit of an opening down in the 7 o'clock position. She takes advantage of it on that second one, dripping it in off the front side. Teresa uses her own bag to kind of bank one in, but a nice 3 out of 4 bag so far. gives her room on the right side and does not, unfortunately, take advantage of that, or lays a little bit low and left. And Theresa leaves it up sitting. She picked up 4, does Juice on that one. So that changes things just a little bit. 10-9 now out of the blue lane. 38 seed Juice, Julia Maki over top of TERESA FORSEE, former Queen of Cornhole here in the ACO. The 16 seed down 10-9. A little bit later, we're going to have some award ceremonies. Then we're going to be working on world doubles, world singles, and then karaoke at the after party. I got to be honest with you, 2 of the big things about the Worlds, the welcoming bash and the after party, 2 of the reasons that I'm here, aside from getting to sit next to Kat Halbert and call these matches.
Oh, me?
Yeah. I was waiting to see when you were going to start paying attention to me.
I was paying attention to you.
Every woman in my life, until they hear their name, I don't know what you're talking about.
Teresa needs to be very careful here.
She does here. This is not
because she wants to know how hard. If she hits, she needs to hit the board because she needs to save.
Well, what are we looking at here? Because it looks like precariously positioned.
If she puts it on the board and the bag doesn't fall, which it doesn't,
and somehow
she only gave Juice 3,
minimizes the damage of 3. How did that bag not fall?
I'm telling you, it's got to be pinched in some way.
It had to be,
because it literally was so just hanging there.
Yep.
Teresa needs to take advantage of this right here.
And Margaret made a note, sent us a comment, said Juice is starting to feel a little bit of a rhythm, and just when you would say that, she leaves one not in a blocker position, but a little bit low, and it gives Theresa a chance to get up and around it, and she goes for the airmail and just overestimates. A little too strong. And that's a fantastic shot there that takes 2 in. Juice it's almost as if she threw it as if she gave up on it. And trying to finish off there with the airmail, but that picks up 5 points there for TERESA FORSEE. Again, the number 16 seed, Julia Maki, the number 38 seed. Again, really new to the professional angle here in the ACO, but been throwing lights out and really making a name for herself as a singles player, not just as a doubles player with Jen.
Oh, yeah. And Theresa getting that first bag back could be important for her. She did throw that first one off to the side, but Teresa's got to find a way to get the momentum back on her side so that she can finish this game out. Because if she allows Juice to continue with the way that she is, they're going game 3.
That's a terrible, terrible opportunity missed right there. But a wash nonetheless, so we live to fight another frame at 14-13. Theresa over Juice. Game 2, Theresa took game 1 21-6. In case you're just joining us, AmericanCornhole.com. You can also find all these matches here. We're at the Bradenton Area Convention Center, Bradenton, Florida. It's been a pretty good week. We had a little bit of rain. We had a little bit of flooding. Pool play got moved to the tailgater for a period of time. About 3 inches of water.
I was informed.
You were informed. I was knee deep in it. We ended up moving boards left, right, and left, and we ended up getting back where we belong. But it's been a great week here, and we look forward to getting back here at the end of January for the next major in Bradenton.
Juice can get 4 here.
When she bounces off the back, she misses a golden opportunity and gives up.
I take that back. I apologize. She could have saved it and gotten 1. Because she did have the one off the back, so I do apologize for my incorrect scoring.
Here's the bad news. I didn't realize you were wrong. So, she went for it, though. That's the other fearless nature of these juniors and these younger players. They're fearless. They're just going to go for it. They're going to try to make it all up in one throw or one ready, aim, fire. See a handful of ACO Cornhole stars sitting up in the stands watching. Austin Cameron,
Craig Irvin, Jackson Garrison, Russell Tabers. That's a beautiful bag.
Nicely done there. On an 18-13 tally.
Juice almost really does just need to lay up and give up the 2.
Just let it happen. Yeah, that's what she does.
Just let it happen, because you cannot afford to miss that bag.
Nope.
Especially with them bags sitting like that. Had Juice gone for the airmail and hit the wrong bag, she could have knocked Theresa in, and then it was definitely over.
And we've seen that a number of times, actually.
You can
already.
be aggressive, but you have to be aggressive and smart, and you couldn't afford to take that chance.
No, and as a favor back, Theresa gives her that opening. She moves her bag a little bit to the left, and then does her the favor of cleaning it up down the center. That bag's pretty much out of play, unless she's got something special trick. But now she's just going to go back and just control that center. That's a little bit of a mental mistake there from Juice. Oh,
But
well,
she can sneak in. She can sneak in.
Yeah,
she does.
She does. Picks up a couple. 2015, still alive. You can hear Jen in the crowd. She's giving her all the encouragement you could possibly want. She takes that first bag, ready, aim, fire. She is not messing around. She wants to get this bad boy going, and she wants to maximize that first bag. Now, will Theresa give her an opportunity and create a lane?
Right here.
This is the key bag right here. You're right.
Theresa was a little distracted. There was a
Boy, that was a nice block right there. Just a
little distraction on the side. Juice is going to lay up.
Yep.
What's she going to do? Teresa's going to be just not aggressive.
Pack and tight, let it move on to the next frame.
Yep. Theresa definitely not excited. She was very distracted by something going off on the side. She could have finished that right there. She's definitely going to need to make sure that she finds that center again, so that if she wants to close this out quickly. Juice gave her another opportunity.
What was the match? Oh, you weren't sitting here. The other night we had a match, and I forget which one it was, but one of the players asked Marcus to take his shades off the top of his head.
Oh, because it was putting a glare?
Those wraparounds, and somebody caught a glimpse of it, and it glinted in their eye, and asked him to take his shades off. And so you're right. Anything that catches your eye in your periphery, whatever, could make a huge difference. Theresa just took a look back at the scoreboard. Knows what she's got to do.
Well, she wants to shoot it.
She's going up.
But she's going to be smart.
She lays it low.
Because that's the thing. She could have shot it and kept it as a wash. But if you hit it wrong or you go off the back, she has her bag hanging on the back. You don't want to take off 2 of yours, because then you're giving 4. The score's too tight at this point. There's not enough wiggle room. You know, if Julia maybe had, 10 or something,
10,
maybe.
yeah.
Okay.
Take the shot.
I'll play with it. But at this close, you just can't afford it.
Well, I can't tell you the number. Just when I was playing today, the number of bags that I had that were sitting on a precarious edge, and I knocked off and took myself 2 points off the board. I wasn't going to win the frame, but I cost myself an extra 2 points because I rushed it and I thought I was going to do this.
Could be the last frame here.
This may be it
with
right
Theresa
here.
working that one bag she had back in. It's not ungrabbable. Is Theresa going to play aggressive and try and go get it and try to play with it? Oh, she certainly tried.
She shook her head thinking she had it, but
I think that bag that Juice threw really kind of pushed it out enough where you could have gotten it had she had 2 bags to play with, but just with one.
Right.
You don't want to try and go out too far to pull it back, because then you just...
Well, she shook her head as she walked away thinking, oh, man, I had that. I was so close to having that.
Well,
but
because... I hate to say this, but Juice has given Theresa a chance to close this game.
Right here. I think
for
that might have been
the
it.
last several frames.
Yeah, that might have been it right there.
So
got to come in hard and low and get the push. That did it.
That's definitely probably going to be it. I mean, Theresa can still make mistakes here, but now with all them bags in front of the hole,
well,
she knew it was over.
Nice, but it's over.
She knew what she could do.
All right, how about that? All right, Teresa Forcee over Julia Maki. The 16 seed over the 38 seed.
Ladies and gentlemen, Theresa Forcee.
The women's champion for the ACO World 16.
Boys giving the
all those Cincy fellas stepping out, and that Bruce Forcee fella somehow he.
Bruce and Theresa giving Juice hugs. That's how it works every time.
Absolutely.
Gotta love them.
Absolutely. The Queen City welcomes the Queen of Cornhole back to the champion thing. What did the broadcaster say? The champion thing. The championship of the women's.
Woo!
All right, so we're going to
Someone please get this man a break.
quick break. Oh, we're going to take a break. We're going to give out some awards. And
You can bring food in.
I'm sorry, I'm just listening to the velvet dulcet tones of Ryan LaBelle telling me I can have food delivered to me. So that's what we're going to do.
Ooh, DoorDash.
Cat Albert, Finn, the loudmouth for the ACO. We're live from the Bradenton Area Convention Center in Florida, the Sunshine State. We still got lots more play to get to. We've got world doubles. We've got world singles.
I won't see you for that one. I'll be back for that.
Oh, you will not be here for world doubles. Absolutely not. You'll be in someone else's eye line, and you can go give them a kiss without interrupting the
Sounds
broadcast.
fantastic.
All right. Chris Clark, Johnny Box, Eric Heinerman taking care of things behind the scenes. We'll get back to the front of the scenes here in just a little while. Powered by Bud Light, the World Championships, ACO 6 Season 16 from Bradenton. We'll be back. Cheers.
Bye.